Welcome into Black and Blue, an Orlando Magic podcast, inaugural episode coming after a night that a lot of Magic fans would like to forget. But look, the sun is still rising this morning, the birds are still chirping, but that was an embarrassing game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Want to talk about this one? I am your host, Jordan DeLugo. This is episode number 1. I don't think the effort right now is fully there against some of these really, really good teams in the NBA. And make no mistake about it, the Cavs are one of the best right now, especially after adding DeAndre Hunter. The effort and the confidence just does not look like it is where it needs to be. Bottom line, against the best teams in the league. In this game, one of the most glaring issues, the Cavs shot 19 of 32 from 3. They were unconscious from deep. But you can't let that happen. You can't let them get unconscious. You have to play hard defense at the three-point line. They were getting everything they wanted for the most part, and they were even making some tough shots as well. I'll tell you another thing I saw. I felt like the bigs did not stand a chance. The Cavs bigs, Mobley, Allen, were taking it to the Orlando Magic's interior. Guards didn't stand a chance either. Right now, the Magic are really strong at forward. Paolo and Franz. That's about all they've got that's really working at a high level right now. And even those guys are struggling a little bit at times because the offense is so stagnant. But look, the Cavs are just a better team right now. It's the same team they took to 7 last year. The Magic are dealing with injuries, there's no question. But the Cavs are firing on all cylinders. And again, you had a series last year, took the Cavs to Game 7. What these two franchises have done since then, very disappointing. And yes, this season has absolutely been marred by injury for the Magic. Had Franz and Paolo not missed so much time, and then when they get back, Jalen Suggs goes down. They need to get Jonathan Isaac back. They need to get Mo back. I think Jalen Suggs is the biggest one, though. You have your 2 stars in Franz and Paolo, no question. But Jalen Suggs is that other piece, that third piece that really moves the needle because he can provide shooting, he can provide some playmaking, and he is their best perimeter defender by far. There was no pressure on the three-point line at all. And I'm not saying every single shot. There were examples of good defense on the three-point line. Paolo, some other guys, but it wasn't consistent enough. And there's way too much ISO ball on offense right now. You got to have ball movement to create rhythm, and then ISO ball can work a little bit better once you're in rhythm with your stars, right? It's a frustrating situation in Orlando right now. You don't know how to climb your way out of it. I don't think this needs to be a referendum on Paolo or Franz. I've seen a lot of negativity about both. These are 2 young stars, y'all. There's no question. They are stars. What you really need is a team that feels more confident, that has more pieces, that especially has Jalen Suggs. Because again, his impact on both sides of the ball, both sides of the floor, are vital for this Magic team. They are better on offense when he's on the floor. They are better on defense when he's on the floor by a wide margin. I think Jamal Mosley has to figure out a way to get these guys playing a little bit more free, a little bit more confident on the offensive side, get that ball moving a little bit more. And again, for the love of God, run some guys off the three-point line. Just a little bit, please. 19 of 32. But look, y'all, the Magic are still 29 and 31. They're still in 7th place. They still have everything in front of them for the most part. I mean, if you were hoping the Magic were going to make a run to the title this year, which I don't know how, sane that line of thinking would have been, even preseason, yes, you're going to be disappointed. Can the Magic, if they get Jalen Suggs back, still potentially be competitive in the playoffs? Maybe. I don't know what else you could expect or hope for out of a season like this. So they are still in 7th place. Can they get to 6th place and avoid the play-in? It's not looking like it right now, y'all. Detroit, they're playing good basketball, and they're several games ahead of the Magic. I think they're 32-26. Right now, the Magic would host the Hawks in the play-in. And, I don't think that's a horrific matchup, but not going to be easy the way they're playing basketball right now. They do have upcoming contests against the Warriors, back-to-back at home against the Raptors and against Chicago. That's a 4-game home stretch. They should win 3 out of 4 of those games easily. Will they? Who knows? They're 5-5 in their last 10. Obviously not playing consistent basketball, but what an embarrassing effort against the Cavs. I don't think you need to overreact and say the sky is absolutely falling. Again, you're missing one of your top 3. Obviously, Paolo and Franz are the top 2, but you're missing your 3rd best player. You're missing maybe your 4th best player, J.I. Injuries have really taken a toll this year. It's been brutal. What was such a promising start to the season and did give you hope that maybe these Magic could be different, could go further than you've seen in over a decade. It doesn't look like that's the way things are trending. But if they can get Suggs back out there, I think they can flip the script a little bit. They got to stay healthy. They got to get Suggs back. Now, a little bit about me. Jordan DeLugo, I cover the Jaguars and the NFL draft. That's where I started with podcasting and video coverage. If you're a Jags fan, obviously go check out Duval Daily on Generation Jaguar, Gen Jag YouTube, NFL Draft, Rogue Football on YouTube. I also have a Pokemon channel where I talk mostly Pokemon cards. I absolutely love Pokemon. But I am a lifelong Magic fan. Lifelong Magic fan. Remember rocking the pennies and the shacks as a kid. My dad taking me down to Orlando, watching basketball games. Remember seeing that scoreboard ripped down. I have to be honest. I don't remember, because I was born in 91. I don't remember very well, beating Michael in the playoffs. But everything after that, Shaq and Penny were like my heroes. I remember when he went to LA, that was absolutely devastating. And then obviously the T-Mac era, a lot of fun. Dwight Howard, Rashard Lewis, Stan Van Gundy, Skip to My Lute, Jameer Nelson. I've been around through all of it. It's been not a lot of fun as of late. Obviously, with Paolo and Franz and Jalen, you've got some positive direction, and that is exciting. It just hasn't been a super fun year with the injuries right now. But if you can get those 3 guys on the court and build a little bit more around them, add some shooting, get some shooting on the floor. I think they have some shooting that they're not allowing to get on the floor. If your guys aren't going to play quality defense, you might as well get the guys out there that can shoot. And I think they need to play their young guys a little bit more than they are. But overall, you've got 2 young stars. There's not a whole lot more you can ask for as a young team, a franchise to build around. Obviously, you'd like it if maybe the president of basketball ops would be a little bit more aggressive in pursuing talent beyond just the draft. That's the position the Magic are in right now, but I still think right now they are better positioned to have a bright and fruitful future than they have been since Dwight left. So that's kind of where I'm at. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the Orlando Magic, or if the Magic make you feel a little bit black and blue at times, this is the place for you. Please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.